Yes, after probably a year being asked, it's finally here. Finally did it. I made a PFP tutorial. Now today I'll be showing you two styles. The first style is my current PFP, and the second style is just this red. I guess it's a red PFP. I don't really have a name for it. Um, but before I get into this tutorial, I would love to just quickly do a quick Q&A. So, before this intro gets too long, I'll just start off with the first question, and that is, who's your favorite player other than Ronaldo and Messi? Really? It's obviously he's referring to Messi, but it's probably for me Bellingham, or I like Neuer a lot, the goalkeeper. He's a really good goalkeeper. I don't know, but those are two of my favorites. I guess you can say it other than Cristiano. Who's your footballing inspiration? I'm just gonna assume you mean like, you know, uh, actual football, not editing. So I'm just Cristiano. When did you start watching football? Probably like 2016, I think. 2018 was when I really started to look at Liverpool, and like watch the games. When did I get the name tracker, or how did I get the name tracker? I got it playing Call of Duty. I named myself Cracker Hacker, and I tried to change. I wanted that name in Fortnite when it first came out, and it was taken. And so I just did Cracker Tracker, and that was actually the name of this channel before I changed it to Tracker VR because I did VR content, and then I just shortened it to Tracker because I did more football edits than VR stuff. When did I get interested in football/football edits? I got interested in football in like 2015, 2016, and editing was probably like actually editing, it was 2023. How are you? I'm pretty good. Thanks for asking. How are you so good at editing? I'm not good at editing. I can't answer that because I'm not good. There's room for improvement. Why do you always keep the same PFP for a long time? I knew I was gonna get this question, but at first, it was because some kid told me, why do I change my PFPs a lot, and I took it to heart, I guess. So I just didn't change it. But now it's just because I'm lazy, and if I change my profile picture to something like a PFP someone made me, then people will make me profile pictures, and then I would have to use them, and then I would have to change it a lot. And changing your I don't really like changing my profile picture. I just like to keep it simple. Who's your inspiration for editing? My inspiration is probably the football kitty. She's a very good editor and treats her community very good. So I'd really like to be like that. Name the top 10 best players who have ever played football in order, and who do you think the GOAT is, or who's your GOAT? If I name the top 10 best players, I will get hate, definitely. So I'll just say who I think the GOAT is and who's my GOAT. My GOAT is Cristiano Ronaldo. The GOAT is Messi. Just simple. Keep it simple. Why did you start YouTube? I was bored, and I had a lot of free time. What are your goals with YouTube? I guess I would say get 100,000 subscribers before I quit. But right now, this year's goal is 10,000 subscribers and try to make money off YouTube because that would be nice. What do your parents think about it? They're neutral. And how did I come up with a name tracker? I already answered that one. What inspired you to start making edits? My cousin inspired me to start making edits. He faked his edits, and I wanted to be better than him because I'm a very competitive person, and I just never gave up editing after that. What inspired me to never give up? Nothing, I guess. If I don't want to do YouTube, I won't do it. I just enjoy doing it. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it. What games do I play? I play a lot of Beat Saber. Lots and lots of Beat Saber. If you would give advice to young YouTubers, what would you say? This is a very, very good question. Um, I'd probably say just don't be a green screen kid. Just don't green screen videos. It's so cringe. And it's so annoying. Like, you get more views than me doing that. Someone green screened my video and got like 6,000 views, I think. It was so annoying. But if you're not a green screen kid, I'd probably say just don't give up. Don't let losers tell you to quit. I know I see a lot of young YouTubers get hate because they're young doing, but it's just don't let that get to you, I guess. Why did you start YouTube? I was bored. Very bored. I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of free time. Are we gonna get a face reveal? No, you are not getting a face reveal. I'm not trying to make everyone go blind. How dare you make people go blind? That's very insulting. When did you start playing football? 2015. Who's your favorite player for Liverpool? You're right, it's Mo Salah. How are you so good at editing? I'm not good at editing. So stop. Just stop. I know you guys are trying to be nice, but you know I need improvements. What's your Champions League final predictions? Oh, Real Madrid versus Dortmund. I want Dortmund. I know it. I look like a Real Madrid fan. I don't know. I really want Dortmund to win this one. My heart's telling me Dortmund, but my brain knows Real Madrid is probably gonna win. Is koala if a koala ate a mango? I'm not answering that. What do you think about your? Yeah, they're neutral. Do you have siblings? I do. What's your favorite food? I like spaghetti a lot. And the last question is tractor a tractor? Is tracker a tractor? I'm done with these questions. Alright, straight to the PFP. Okay, so to start this off, before we do anything, have Alight Motion installed. And that is what we will be using for today's PFP tutorial. So, once you have Alight Motion installed, you're going to be going to the description and downloading the PFP package / PFP1 materials. And if you're wondering, yes, the link is safe. It's my Google Drive. Once you've done that, go into Alight Motion and add the first photo. That will be your background. After you've added that, you will be adding the PNG. The PNG should be lined up exactly with the background. If you need help, just add hot color to it and line it up like that. Then delete the hot color after. Once you've done this, we're going to be working more on the background. For the background, add a square, press fill composition as shown, and then just go into effects and add the effect called copy background. In the same square, you're going to be adding an effect called halftone lines. The settings we will only touch is color 1, and we will change it to black.
Nothing happened. Okay. You know, let's read this.
After you've done this, go into opacity and blending, and put it to multiply in the darken section. Now we will be adding another square. With that square, do the same thing as earlier, copy background, and then put stripes. For the settings, they will be put on the screen. Now for the third square, we're going to be doing the 2 steps again and adding stripes again. Those settings will also be on the screen. Now add all 3 squares in the back of the PNG in the same order you did them. And the last square, add saturation and vibrance, and the settings will be on the screen. Now we will be working on the PNG. Duplicate the PNG and add an effect called electrical edges. I will be putting the settings on the screen. After this, duplicate the original PNG and put it behind the electrical edges PNG. Now the settings for the electrical edges in the third PNG will be on the screen. We will be adding another effect, and that effect will be fractal warp, and those settings will also be on the screen. Now if you choose to change around the fractal warp, that's up to you, but if you don't, then that means you are completely done with the PNG. We will now be working on extras. We will be working on eye glow. For the eye glow, we will be adding a circle and making it a bit bigger than the player's eyes. In our case, it is Ronaldo. Add this to the left eye. Add a solid color and put it to red, and add zoom blur. Then add exposure gamma, and I will be putting the settings on the screen. Let's do the same thing as earlier, but with an X/a cross. Obviously the solid color, put it to red, add zoom blur, and I will be putting the exposure gamma settings on the screen. Now add the overlay. Put it in the middle and fill in any gaps. Then add a hot color and do what I do. Now add an AE logo. Put hall color onto it. And just copy the settings I do. And we're going to be adding electrical edges to this. As always, the settings will be on the screen. Now add the target overlay. Since you already have it in a PNG, skip the chroma key step. Now we'll be putting it to Ronaldo's face. And go straight to adding exposure gamma. I will be putting those settings on the screen. Once you do that, add solid color, put it to red, and put it over the exposure gamma because this is color. And for the fun part, adding our name. For my case, I'm putting tractor, but put whatever name you choose. Now we will be adding the Batman font. The download link will be in the description. Don't forget to extract it before you put it in Alight Motion, so then it actually works. But once you do that, put the name where I put it. Add clouds. The settings will be on the screen. Now add long shadow, and the settings will be on the screen for that as well. Then after add edge glow, put the blur to 20. Duplicate that edge glow and put the blur to 50. Then duplicate this text. Make it small enough to fit in the AE logo. And change the text to whatever you would like it to be. for the last part, add CC. That CC will be on the screen, or the downloadable link will be in this description. You are officially done. But if you're extra like I am, then add a square, press fill composition, and then put it to multiply, and then copy what I do. You are officially done with PFP1. Congratulations. We will be working on PFP2 now. So obviously to start, we're going to download everything for PFP2. It will be in the description, so go down and get that. And this PFP is a bit more complex than the other one, so if you're a beginner, just try to pay attention as best as you can. Now once you have the materials, go and add the background I added. I don't know the names of these backgrounds, so you're just going to have to follow along as best as you can. Now for effects, put hot color and copy what I do. Now after the hot color, add colorize and put that to red, as shown. Now for the second background, put hot color and follow what I do. Then go to opacity and put it to darken. Now for the third background, add hot color again and go to opacity and put it to lighten. For the fourth background, we're just going to add colorize, put it to red, and then we're going to put it to multiply in the opacity section. For the fifth background, you're just going to go into opacity and put it to multiply. For the 6, you're going to put an advanced chroma key. You're going to take out the black, add clouds, and copy the settings on the screen. Once you're done with that, add a long shadow and then just copy the settings on the screen.
By eliminating half the life.
Now for edge glow, put blur to 20, add another edge glow or duplicate that edge glow and put blur to 50 this time.
And as long as there are those that remember what was, there will always be those that are unable to accept what can be. They will resist.
Now copy all these settings except the chroma key because you're gonna need all of these settings. The chroma key is what messed me up through this whole tutorial, but you won't run into these problems if you do not copy the chroma key.
Will shred this universe down to its last atom. And then, the stones
Now add the 7 background.
create a new one.
Add chroma key, remove black, and add the settings from earlier.
Was lost, but only what it has been given.
Now duplicate that long shadow and put it to 0.016 instead of 0.010. Then remove the edge glows. After that, add hot color and just do what I do.
Reality is often disappointing.
Then go into opacity and put it to darken.
Now, reality can be whatever I want.
add the PNG. Then do your best to follow along on where I put it. Then add replace color and replace the color that I do. Just copy what I do and change it to black. Then add sharpen to this. Now you're done with the first PNG, you're going to be duplicating that PNG, and on that duplicated PNG, we are going to be adding electrical edges. The settings for that will be on the screen. Now duplicate the top PNG again, but make sure to put this one under both of those PNGs, so this one should be the third one. Then you're going to add electrical edges again. The settings will also be on the screen for this as well. Once you're done with that, add fractal warp, and the settings for that will also be on the screen. Now paste the settings from earlier onto this PNG and just copy what I do. Try to do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now time for the logo. We're going to be adding an AM logo. Put it behind the electrical edges PNG and then position it to your liking. After that, you're going to add replace color, then replace the blue to red and keep making the threshold more powerful until the letters are completely red. After that, paste the effects from earlier, but only keep the long shadow and the first edge glow. Now add a square, turn it black, and add the photo provided. Then copy what I do. After, add a text that says #7, then the goat emoji. Paste the settings from earlier. Put another danger font, which would be provided in the description. Make sure to extract the font so then it doesn't cause you any issues when putting it into AM. Once you do that, line that with the other photo, then group it like shown. Put this behind the electrical edges PNG, and then position this to your liking. Now add the fire ring PNG. Paste the settings from earlier and remove clouds. Replace that with hot color instead. And then copy what I do. Once you do that, put this behind the fractal warp PNG, slash the third PNG. Now we will add the money overlay. Remove the black with the chroma key, then paste the settings from earlier. Remove clouds in the first edge glow. Duplicate the long shadow and add colorize. Put the colorize to red. Now add hot color and do what I do. Now put this behind the electrical edges PNG. Now add the keep out / yellow tape PNG and remove the black. Paste the settings from earlier and copy what I do. Now time for the chains PNG. Paste the settings from earlier and duplicate the long shadow. But yours won't look like this because I keep forgetting I copied the chroma key. I fix it towards the end, so try to copy as best as you can now and then I'll fix it later. Now time for the text. Add a text and the text should say GOAT. Then put the font to Who Asked Satan, which is provided in the description. Then you're going to paste the settings from earlier. This text is going to go over the eyes as shown. The next step is to duplicate this text, and instead of it saying GOAT, you're going to put your name. And this is going to go by the chest area. Now add the CC. But once you fix the chains, you are done. Congratulations, you did it. You got through 2 PFPs. About an hour of work. Good job. But I actually lied. I'm not going to be giving away the presets in this video. It will actually be in a short. So if you want, you can go check out that short. It's actually, if you're watching this on its premiere, then it literally just aired now. But if you're watching this later, like a month or a week, a day later, then it will be in the description. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It took me a while. If you have any more ideas on things I should do, then comment them down. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.